5:30 on Tuesday, July 10th, and we're here for the Colerain Improvement Corporation meeting. Mr. Mills, would you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. President Unger?
Here.
Mr. Insko?
Aye.
Ms. LeCount?
Here.
Mr. Mills is here. Mr. Rajagopal? Ms. Randolph?
Here.
Ms. Wright?
Here.
Everyone is here.
And I'll let you lead the meeting, Jeff.
Very good. Just a few quick items this evening. The first is the approval of 2 sets of minutes. First set of minutes is from our quarter 2 regularly scheduled meeting that was held on April 10th, 2018. Those minutes are in the packet. Would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
I'd like to mention that those minutes are inaccurate.
I don't have the minutes on it.
There's a, wait a minute, was there a motion and a second?
I made the motion.
Is there
I'll
a
second. So it's motioned and seconded. Is there any comment?
discussion?
Yes. Those minutes from April, or excuse me, what month are we on?
April 10th,
Yes.
2018.
The minutes say that I motioned for the minutes to be approved of the February 27th meeting. I did not motion for the minutes to be approved from the February 27th meeting. I made a comment that I had a discussion on them. So the minutes for that meeting in February were never approved.
So according to the minutes, it says a motion to approve the minutes from January 2018 was made by Mrs. Wright and seconded by Mr. Unger. The motion carried unanimously. So your suggestion is that you did not make that motion?
Yes, I have it on video if you'd like to see it.
Okay, so I would recommend.
Who made the motion?
What's that?
Can we amend the minutes to who made the motion?
Well, what I would like to stay away from is what I would suggest is that we table the approval of these minutes if there is a discrepancy in how you believe that it was recorded, and then we'll go back, review the tape, and then bring minutes to our next meeting.
Do you need a motion to table then?
I would say that there's been a motion and second. The motion's on the floor. It's been seconded. Is Larry would
Jeff,
is that a secondary
We need to
motion?
vote
Can we
no.
do that with the motion on the floor?
yes.
Okay, so I would.
Ms. Wright says she got a tape on that,
But now isn't really the time to review a tape. There's a business meeting. So what I would suggest is I'll move to table the approval of the minutes from April 10th, 2018 for the purpose of reviewing the tape to identify the motion maker.
And I'll second that motion to table. Is there any discussion on tabling?
Not on tabling, but I would suggest if there's any errors found in future that it's brought before we come to the meeting.
Is there any other discussion on tabling?
No, I appreciate that.
Hearing none, Jeff, please call for a vote.
Mr. Unger,
Motion to table, aye.
Mr. Insko,
Motion table, aye.
Ms. LeCount.
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. Rajagopal,
aye.
Ms. Randolph,
Aye.
Ms. Wright.
Aye.
Okay, so the minutes from 2018, April 10th, have been tabled to our next regularly scheduled meeting in October. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from June 26, 2018. I would entertain a motion to approve these minutes.
So moved.
Mr. Unger moves.
I'll second.
Okay.
Been motioned and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Jeff, please call for a vote.
Mr. Unger,
Aye.
Mr. Insko,
Aye.
Ms. LeCount.
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. Rajagopal,
Aye.
Ms. Randolph,
Aye.
Ms. Wright.
Aye.
Very good. The next item on the agenda is the acceptance of the 2018 second quarter financials. One thing that I'll note is that they are in a little bit of a different format than we've seen in the past. I think that this provides, thank you to Ms. Randolph for reformatting these. I think that this more clearly describes, the transactions that occur. There aren't many, but we are, for the purposes of this meeting, we are accepting the bank reconciliation statements for the CIC from April, May, and June. My recommendation is, did you have anything
Sorry.
to add?
No,
Please.
no, that's it.
My recommendation is to approve, is to accept these financial statements. Is there a motion to that effect?
All motion to accept?
Is there a second?
I'll offer a second. For future reference, can we get a printout of this up here? because I see Dan scrolling through this thing as fast as he can, and I do appreciate they're numbered, but I don't have anything up here, which would be wonderful for future reference.
It's been motioned and seconded. It's been motioned and seconded. Is there any other discussion?
Yes, I have a question. It says on the transactions that we have in front of us, check number 1043 was written for $164 for audit fees. What was that for?
That is to the state auditor for the CIC financial audit of 16 and 17 fiscal years.
Of 16 and 17, and the check just cleared in June of 18?
Because it was just wrote, they are here on site. It's a biannual audit.
So
Well,
we
you-
weren't recently audited. The CIC wasn't
The
recently audited.
CIC is being audited. It's a biannual audit. So in 2018, they audit the previous 2 fiscal years. So they will continue to bill us as costs are incurred until the audit is complete.
Interesting.
In my experience, when I was on the school board, the audits were generally a 2-year drag. So right now, in 18, they'd be auditing 16, but they would wait till 19 to audit 17.
No, sir. We are on a biannual, so every 2 years, they come and audit the previous 2
Right,
fiscal
but
years.
we had been audited a number of times during my tenure there.
Yeah, I'm certain of it. So for the CIC, just for those that are new to this process, in 2018, we are audited for fiscal year 16 and 17. In 2020, we'll be audited for 18 and 19 fiscal years.
Okay, and then 1045 for professional service CPA. Who was that written to? Who is our professional services CPA?
That was for the accountant of Heaves Collins.
Okay, and that check was written on what date?
It's June. It doesn't say what date it was written on. In
It
these
was
financial
written in
statements.
June. It was written on June 26th.
Of 2018.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. So there's a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion on the acceptance of the financial statements from Q2 for the CIC? Seeing none, Mr. Unger,
Aye.
Mr. Insko,
Aye.
Ms. LeCount.
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. Rajagopal,
Aye.
Ms. Randolph,
Aye.
Ms. Wright.
Nay.
Very good. The next item on the agenda is adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Been motioned and seconded. Is there any discussion?
None.
Hearing none, please call for a vote, Jeff.
Mr. Unger,
Aye.
Mr. Insko,
Aye.
Ms. LeCount.
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. Rajagopal,
Aye.
Ms. Randolph,
Aye.
Ms. Wright.
Aye.
Thank you. We'll see you at the next regularly scheduled meeting, which is scheduled now for October.
This meeting of the Colerain Improvement Corporation is adjourned.